G'day everyone, I am Pike, I am a League of Legends shoutcaster, and I am here to give you the unofficial LCO recap for this week. Week number 1, so let's just jump straight into it and look at the winning teams and highlights. We'll get them up on the screen just a second. So first game we saw on Monday was Fury versus Ion. Ion coming out with the big 2-0. Absolutely smashing performance out of this fresh teams. Fury has a bit to work on, but Ion doing a really good job there. Up after that was our good friends Team Bliss versus Direwolves, and that was always kind of going to be like the game of the night, you know? That was always going to be good. Bliss coming out 2-0, really stepping up and showing Direwolves that the Wolfpack can't really survive in this realm. So we'll have to see how they go against more, but Bliss really stepping up. We'll talk more about those players in just a second. But and then it comes to day number 2. We only got 2 games, unfortunately. Sadly, Mammoth. We'll talk about Mammoth in a bit, but nice little plays coming out of Kanga versus Ground Zero. Now, Ground Zero, probably one of the front runners to take home the title this split, so we'll talk more about them, but Ground Zero coming up with the 2-0 against Kanga was kind of nice to see, honestly. Do it again, there's a Mozzie, but honestly, yeah, sorry, Mozzie distracted me. But no, okay. Let's look at future predictions. We've talked about this week. We loved the games that came out. We've really seen which teams are at the top of the leaderboard, which aren't. It is only week 1, though. We can expect more. So, in saying that, I think my predictions for the full split, and I'd love to know yours down in the comments below. Who do you think is going to take home the title? Also, hit me up on Twitter and let me know what that is. Twitter title is going to be just below here somewhere. I'll figure it out. But, guys, I think my big takeaways, the final 2 teams that are going to make it to the DreamHack Stadium is going to be Bliss and Ground Zero. I think these teams just have everything going for them. They have the players, they have the knowledge, they have the staff. They're looking to take home the win. I'm really excited to see how they're going to do it. Coach Ash and Coach Calvin, keep up the amazing work. I know you guys are going to crush it. So let's just see what they're going to do from there. But now, let's just jump into one of my main sort of takeaways from this week, especially in the LCO. So the main takeaway that I think we can all relate to is going to be Mammoth, right? Mammoth is on everyone's lips. They haven't even announced a proper roster yet. They've got 1 player, E-Hop. If you can give us any indication about what's going on with your team, we want to know. So if you're with Mammoth or know what's going on, please put the comments down below too. We want to know. We just want to know what's going on. You've missed a week. You've surrendered all of these picks and bans coming forward too. We need to know what's going on. Please, please don't be a repeat of Peace. That was a nightmare. We want to look after the LCO. Let's not even worry about that. We will do another video in the near future, guys, about the nuclear winter is what I'm calling it in esports currently. We all know there's a bit of a ka-ching issue. So we'll talk about that another issue. I think that deserves its whole sort of talking point. We might even get a guest or something onto our podcast, which is starting up soon, guys. So definitely tune in for the podcast as it's released. We're going to be interviewing some of the big names and faces that are in the LCO and esports in general. So definitely tune in for that. We'll be announcing that even sooner. So this is actually the first announcement of it. So enjoy that. That's a little bit of teal down. But Mammoth, come on, guys, get your shit together. I want to talk about as well, straight off the bat of Mammoth not having a team, I want to look at star players that we saw. I think the first one that I really wanted to touch on is, and it's hard, I wanted to talk about each one individually, but you really sort of can't, is Ground Zero in general are looking so good. I want to call out Shernfire in the jungle, Kisei obviously in the mid lane, Lemus Benvi bot lane duo. They are just looking so good. We can't ignore the bloody heat-seeking missiles that is Benvi's Ash Arrows. Come on, man. We were worried about someone else scripting in the league. Sorry, no, we won't do that. But still, Benvi, mate, you were missing some on purpose, and we love to see it. So guys, these are players you have to watch. They will be moving forward so quickly. Another big one, again, I'm going to start with the top tier teams, and then I'm going to work my way down to some other members that I think had some incredible potential. We're going to look at Bliss now. Biopanther and Why Not. This roster not only is just stacked, but these 2 members, Biopanther previous from Chiefs, Why Not, who's just been Bliss from the beginning, man. Like, these guys showed that they will 100% dominate these games no matter the circumstances. And that is exactly what we need here in the LCO, is players that are confident, driven, power hungry. We need to see some resolve, man, and we're seeing it from Bliss, and I can't wait to see them do it more. So guys, keep an eye out on these players. You know they're the best. Let's just see what goes on from there. Another big player that I want to talk about, though, is on one of the fresher teams, Doraemon in Ion. I was casting him quite a lot in the amateur scene. This man, holy shit, is just such a force. Mechanically, he's so good. His game knowledge is good. He is 100% a player we need to keep an eye on. He will... Get it? An Ion? Ion? Don't worry about me. That pun came to me like that. We should be using that in a tweet. But still, Doraemon, guys, go check out this player. Look him up. Awesome skills. Really underrated. And I think he should be a force to be feared in the near future. But now, that does bring us to the end. So thank you all so much for joining me on this fun little rant that sort of just kept going. Don't forget, guys, to hit that subscribe button. It does help us out as we're trying to boost our numbers, but just share it. Just share it around. We want to get the word out there. This is all about building excitement. I'm going to do another video as well in the future about what you, as a viewer, can do to help the LCO grow, flourish. I have to do a big commendation. The first night of games, 4,000 viewers on the LCO. Just absolutely awesome considering numbers were so low. The money issue is there, but still, we are starting to make waves. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's show the whole esports community that the LCO and League of Legends is here to fight for the top tier prize. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with another little breakdown for the whole league. But until then, we'll see you on the next adventure. Good night.